Back to my turn.
Yep.
So I'm going to do another song off of my album, Grit, which is over there sealed up in a box. It's not even out on display. Maybe my wife over here helped sell these. You could walk around the crowd, baby, and sling it. Come on. Come out there. I grew up in the 70s, 80s, listened to my dad's music, is basically the only thing you had to listen to. And luckily for me, my dad had a great taste in music. Vinyls, LPs, he was big into the outlaw country music movement, which was huge then, and I think still is today. And so I grew up with that stuff. I was drawn to it, the outlaw themes, the rebellious themes of the lyrics and the sounds of those singers and the sounds of the music and the pedal steel, and that was my stuff and still is to this day. And so I noticed when Merle Haggard passed away that a lot of these guys that I grew up with were gone, were leaving, and I wanted to write a tribute song to them. And so once again I went back into the archives and blew the dust off an old song idea that never grew legs, and brought it back before I put this album together and started writing this song. And it came together. It was a lot of fun researching the three artists that I sing about in this song, because even though I was a huge fan, there was a lot of stuff I didn't know. And until you dig deep and find those interviews with these guys and get into their whole life story, you don't realize exactly how true American characters they were. The way I wrote this, I don't call them by name, and if you can't tell who I'm singing about by the lyrics, you're missing out on some great music and the stories of some great American characters. This is called Outlaw Legacy.
Rance Thomas with Outlaw Legacy.
Raised in Arkansas, farm boy. His folks named him J.R. Songs from the cotton field, but his life on the big screen made him a superstar. He struggled with family loss and addiction. They called him crazy, recording a live album in Folsom Prison. He defied the label, wrote his own life, left this world the man in black. Between the lines of the lyrics, to all those outlaw songs, a band of mavericks blazed their own trail and legends were born. They wrote of loving wild and living hard, made their own way, pedal steel and old Martin guitar. Those who are gone now leave behind a new renegade generation on the rise. The legacy of outlaw country. He gave up his seat, lost a good friend. The day the music died, shot down the pickup notes, knowing what ladies love. He brought the outlaw brand to life. He fought the system till his dying days, held the establishment, abducted him anyway. The eagle may have flown now, the highwayman will always be around. Between the lines of the lyrics, all those outlaw songs, Those who are gone now leave behind a new renegade generation on the rise. Legacy of outlaw country. Across the curve near Bakersfield, in a boxcar he was born. Locked up the first time at 14. His daddy's death took a toll. He left San Quentin reformed. Lefty Rogers and Wells taught him how to sing. Cash talked him into coming clean on TV. From a branded man to hero of the working man, with silver wings he flew away to that promised land. Between the lines of the lyrics, all those outlaw songs, band of mavericks blaze their own trail and legends were born. They wrote of loving wild and living hard, made their own way, pedal steel, Fender guitar. Those who are gone now leave behind a new renegade generation on the rise. The legacy of outlaw country. The legacy of outlaw country.
Thomas, outlaw country? I thought you said outlaw legacy at first. I was like, the title was...
Well, Outlaw Legacy is a title,
It's a title.
and it refers to what those guys left on to guys, I won't say myself, but all of our indie artists out there like Stapleton and Sturgill Simpson and guys that are doing it on their own, doing it their own way, fighting the system, the Nashville industry. You know, that's why they call them outlaws. And the cool stories I learned, I gotta tell this real quick. The middle, who knows what the middle verse is about? Who was that about? Oh my God, kidding? Waylon Jennings, come on, Waylon Jennings, the Eagle. Waylon was the ultimate outlaw. He started the branding of that whole name. And the story, if you didn't hear the lyrics, but he shot down the pickup notes. So there's so many stories in this song I'd like to tell. I'll tell this real quick. Waylon Jennings was really tired of the Nashville studio recording mechanism. It was very artificial, very canned, and the studio pickers had a chart system, which I've seen and used myself when I'm up there, and they use what they call pickup notes. And as Waylon describes it in an interview, it's boom, 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 boom. The pickers are communicating to one another as to we're going to a chord change, okay? So he hated it. He wanted his band in there to play it their way, their raw, rough, outlaw way, and he was signed at the time and they wouldn't let him do it. So he had loaned a .22 buntline pistol to Merle Haggard, of all people, who was going fishing. And Merle Haggard returned the pistol to another guy to return to Waylon. And as Waylon's going down to the studio, the guy runs into him and says, "Hey, here's your pistol. Merle said to give it back to you." And so Waylon's drunk and high and he's pissed off, and so he straps his pistol on and he walks in the studio, and here's all these young, you know, very spit and polish studio pickers, and I think it was a British magazine writer just happened to be there. And Waylon walks in with his pistol on and looks at all of them and says, "The first one of you son of bitches to play a pickup note, I'm gonna shoot your damn fingers off." So that, and the writer went and wrote that, and that really started a lot of that whole outlaw, you know, persona and brand and movement. And I'll eat that stuff up. I love it. I write about it. So anyway.
Outlaw legacy, Rance Thomas.